Guys, I think this crawling, and I love this crawling analogy, and it's such a crazy one because the whole manning up conversation, we are told to be a man, and no one says that, no one says, guys, here are the steps, crawl through these steps, and then through your crawling you'll get to the walking, and then you'll eventually be that man. We're all just being told, hey man, be this guy, and then it's just like, okay, well let me be, and in whatever forms and whatever way we come across, that's the man that we are. Those are the men that we're seeing today who are being bashed, and and when I look at it, man, I feel like, man, I don't think we should even be saying that without even understanding that person's story, because we don't know where they come from. I don't know what that guy who killed someone yesterday or the guy who raped his girlfriend. Trust me, man, I have every right to say to that man that, dude, you are a piece of trash, whatever. But I do not know that man. So until someone actually speaks to them, whether it's a family member or whoever it is, and find out the story, then there's a way that we can then, okay, man, this guy is actually still in his crawling phase, bro. He's 50 and this guy is still crawling. So I love that, man. It's such a powerful way to look at life, and I appreciate you for bringing these words.
And just to jump in, I think there's a lot of pain, KG. There's a lot of pain that people are bringing in, right? There's a lot of pain. So the rapist, right?
Sure.
You don't know what's happening there, right? I mean, there is the very few who are just completely just off the chart, But when you think of just a human and how they develop, you bring a lot of pain into every experience you have, right? And not all of us can articulate that pain and understand it in the moment, like if you're going through a very difficult time with your partner at work or whatever the case may be, there's very few people who can connect the dots between what I've gone through in my life, because it doesn't only have to be in childhood. In your life as a whole, pain doesn't only happen as a child. Right now you could be going through the most traumatic experience. Like it's my mother has Alzheimer's. It's painful. I feel like she's forgotten me, right? But to sit and be able to be like, actually, there's a feeling of being lost, a feeling of being forgotten in that moment, when someone has turned their back towards you, and just correlate and say, actually, this is what it feels like, right? And not act out the feeling, sit in the feeling and recognize it and say, actually, this is fine. I'm allowed to feel like this.